I'm about to have an impressive look at how spread out and big Berlin is from its old East Germany era TV tower.
Now we will take you to the highest point in Berlin at 203 meters.
Zur Aussichtsetage verlassen Sie den Aufzug bitte nach links. Für unser Restaurant verlassen Sie den Aufzug bitte nach rechts.
The iconic tower has a viewing platform and a pretty cool revolving restaurant. And so it's fair to say if you look in any direction, you're never far from a record shop or the Berlin Bear like this one at the TV tower's lobby. They are everywhere. They're just too cute, aren't they? So you just can't escape it here in Berlin, record shops. So hey, when in Rome. I mentioned that I came across by chance the HHV record shop and the Warschauer music store in my earlier Berlin videos. This time, let's go and check out others in the Friedrichshain district.
So, unbeknownst to me, I had no idea there's so many record shops in the area where I'm staying. It's known to be quite edgy and trendy. It's fantastic, so I'm going to take the opportunity to visit some of these shops. It's a beautiful day today, so I'm very lucky with the weather. So here I go. I'm going to check out a few more vinyl stores.
So here's my rundown of the places I came across. So the first stop is the RAW, as locals call it. It's a giant grassroots urban art hub that features galleries, bookshops, artist studios, concert rooms, and beer gardens. As the French movie Amélie is one of my favorite movies, I just can't resist this photo box. So here I am having a good laugh, old school style. My friend is not keen to be on YouTube, so you got the emoji instead. Back to the RAW. This place transforms into a big giant weekend flea market. Anything vintage here is considered hip and cool, and it's not long before I see records. It's fun to catch what's in these boxes and soak up the atmosphere and have a mooch around. Wow, some of my favorite movies, Metropolis, In the Mood for Love. There's a neighborhood park nearby that has a weekend market there. I'm told the weekly markets in Berlin usually have someone selling records, so there are a couple of record shops next to the park too, so I'm keen to check it out.
And I'm discovering that a lot of these record shops during the weekdays and on Saturdays, they open mainly from like 12 o'clock till 8 p.m. So I just found the record shop I stumbled across, and it's closed, so it doesn't matter because I can see just down the street that there's this wonderful market. So it looks very vibrant and very, very merry. So I'm just gonna go check it out. I've been warned by my friends that you have to be very careful about filming because the privacy laws here in Germany are very strict, and rightly so. You don't want video of your children showing up on social media and everything. So I'm very mindful of that. So I'm trying not to film people's faces or children, and just trying to keep it a bit general. When I go into record shops, I'm going to make sure that I ask for permission and to make sure that they're okay for me to film a bit of their vinyl. And so far so good. People have been pretty receptive, the record shops. So I just thought I'd give you a heads up on that. So I have a thing for chairs, and I love school chairs and school desks. Oh, how cute! Look at this. Look at these chairs. How cool are these chairs? Look at the design.
I love a good flea market, and it's great to see so much great vintage stuff on offer and more records.
I'm so pleased to see this stall because a lot of disused vinyl has been upcycled to sell. So they've obviously used some really nice tart trays to make these vinyl bowls. So I'm really fascinated to see the Amiga label. See that? So the Amiga label is actually an East German record company, and they published music, but it had to be state approved. So this is a vestige of a lot of history here and culture about East German music and how it was controlled. So how fascinating is that? So I did buy one for a souvenir, and I got one of these just for €1. But pretty cool, right?
It's lunchtime, so we check out what's on offer at the Boxi weekly market. I have to say, I can't get enough of the delicious Turkish street food here. It's open now, and here I go. It's a nice sized shop and very organized, and they pack a lot of stock in a small space. I find some of the shelving a bit high, and thank goodness, for someone who is height challenged like me, there's help. They have a player here too, if you want to road test the records. So it seems this is pretty standard thing in record shops in Berlin.
Hi, so I had a great look around. They had an amazing selection, and I could be here all day. So I found some amazing LPs. So I've got the Run DMC, there's one with the Walk This Way. I got the other albums, but this is one I've always wanted for a long time. Got that. And then this Van Morrison LP, Poetic Champions Compass. I've been looking for this for a long time, and I finally found an amazing copy out here in Berlin. Can you believe that? And it was priced really well, and it played really well, so it's a really beautiful, excellent copy. Then I've got The Cure. It's the first pressing, and it's still sealed in the shrink wrap, and I played it, and it's fine. Features one of my favorite Cure songs, In Between Days. Okay. The other two are Just Like Heaven and Pictures of You. So I'm just so happy because I actually had the original album back in the day. So to find it here in Berlin is just fantastic. And then I've got Stranglers, Rarities. So I managed to get the black and white album last year, but it didn't have the 45 Walk This Way. But this one is included. Walk This Way is included in this album. So it's got all the fantastic songs by the Stranglers.
Great.
About a 5-minute walk from here, there's Wax Art Records. It's another small shop, but packed in with lots of selection, and it seems to be connected with the restaurant that's next door. The owner is wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt, which he bought in California over the summer. He tells me he recently visited San Francisco, and we had a good chat about all the great record shops in the Bay Area, especially Amoeba Records on Haight Street. To buy vinyl on this visit, but I just couldn't resist. I visited this record shop. I stumbled across it. It was near a park. It's called Wax Art. So here's what I bought. Church for €8. I've never seen this in any record shop, so it was a great pleasant surprise to see it, and it's in great condition. They have a player in there, a turntable, so you can actually test it out. So this is fantastic. And then the second album is The Farm, very, very groovy. I actually have the single for Altogether now, but I don't actually have the full album. So excellent condition for €6. Yeah. And Andreas Voldeweiter, this is a classic kind of new age music with a harp. And this is kind of music, the whole album, you actually have to play it in according to the track listing. You can't do a shuffle. So it's fantastic. And then this one is a blind buy. It says Hobo Talk, Beauty and Madness. I had to play, and it's really beautiful. It's acoustic, male vocals, and I was convinced that this is a Southern Christian rock group, but it wasn't. They're actually Scottish. So what a pleasant surprise. That's my blind buy. Awesome. And then I got the Best of Ramsey Lewis trio. It's a very early pressing, and I'm happy with the best of, and it plays fine. And I'm a big Ramsey Lewis fan. I don't have many of his albums, only have one in fact. And then I've got another one, Best of Ramsey Lewis, later years, and it's really fantastic. So I'm really pleased to find all of these, and I'm just going to keep going and go to other record shops too, just to have a good mooch. So just a 10 minutes walk from Wax Art, you find Blessed Love Record Shop. It's a really cool shop, and it focuses on reggae music, and I love reggae music. So they've got a fantastic selection here, and the pricing is really good. And I love the fact that they've incorporated some fashion, so you see lots of really lovely t-shirts. It also promotes our merchandise as a lifestyle, so I think that's pretty cool. I really like Dennis Brown. Such a cool maxi single. This kind of reminds me of the Intruder LP. My friends mentioned to me that there's supposed to be a massive used record shop. They asked me if I'd like to go. What a silly question. You gotta be kidding, right? Of course I do, so off we go. This is the Galactic Supermarket. From the outside, it doesn't look like much, but once you get in, it really is an Aladdin's cave for records. I do like how the merchandising is no nonsense, and the records are meticulously organized by genre and subgenre. The staff member here tells me the shop specializes in prog rock music.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm really impressed with how they have a healthy selection of classical music upstairs too. I really could see myself spending the whole day here, but I'm conscious my friends aren't really into records, so I make a mental note to try and come back on another day on my own to check it out properly. It's been such an absolute adventure checking out all these record stores and record stalls, yet I feel I have only scratched the surface as I haven't even managed to visit neighboring KREUZBERG, home to lots of top-rated vinyl shops in Berlin. So maybe this will be a perfect excuse to come back to Berlin. Anyhow, what better way to wrap up the day by heading over to the Prenzlauer Berg area to visit Berlin's oldest beer garden, the Prater. The vibe is very family-friendly here, relaxed and merry. And you can even grab a whole liter of beer here like my friend did. I wimp out and I go for a pint instead, along with a delicious giant pretzel. So, Prost! Hope you enjoyed this record shop roundup.